The currency reset's basically upon us right now. And in this video, I want to break down 5 ways that you can prepare yourself. These are ways to prepare your freedom and, more importantly, your money in this very brave new world. These are 5 things that I am personally doing right now, and I hope that they're of value to you as well. So stick around to the end and we'll talk about 5 ways to prepare yourself for the currency reset. But first, just want to give a quick shout out to our channel sponsor, Vizsla Resources, one of my favorite silver and gold stocks. So, if you're looking for a silver and gold stock, be sure to check out our channel sponsor, Vizsla Resources. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you find this valuable, make sure you hit the like button right there, and let's dive right into the video. Okay, number 1 is to start an online business or build an additional source of income. As inflation starts to move up over the next few years, what people are going to find is what they thought of as their steady income doesn't buy them as much as it used to buy them. So first of all, because of the increase of money supply, everybody needs to be making more money. Your income has to be growing way faster than not only the bogus rate of inflation by the government, but just the overall standard of living and the fact that the cost of it keeps going up and up and up. In addition to that, we've seen a common trend of governments taking people's ability to earn income away. I predict that over the next decade, this trend will only increase. Unfortunately, there are only a few ways that you can protect yourself. Now, one of the ways that the very rich people do this is by having additional sources of income or multiple sources of income. So you're never totally dependent on one income source, or as they say in real estate, you're never dependent on just one door. Now, what I'm trying to do is develop as many additional income sources as I possibly can that will ultimately work and bring me money whether or not I work on them. Now, initially, it doesn't always work like that, but it's putting in the energy or the seed capital necessary for ultimately these things to be having the training wheels taken off of them and them to be able to produce income for you. I believe that one of the best ways to do that is to leverage the internet for obvious reasons, pointing to lockdowns, but more specifically, just from a purely financial perspective, we're talking about the scalability and the leverage that the internet provides. So, can you take any of your existing skills and bring them onto the internet? Can you take your existing business and develop a new source or service or product that leverages the internet? If you can make this your mission, I think what you'll find is you can increase your income a lot higher than you think, but you can also protect yourself a lot better from government grabs at your freedom. Now, one of the most powerful ways and simple ways to begin to do this, if you're listening to this and you're saying, hey Jake, cool stuff, but how do I do that? Is quite literally pulling out a piece of paper, writing at the top of the paper multiple sources of income. Make a list of every idea, good or bad, that you could possibly think of. Get your mind working on additional sources of income. Rich people are programmed for this, and the middle class and poor, we are programmed for this. We're taught to just think you make a living from this one job, but all the richest people in the world have multiple sources of income. So build as big of a list as you possibly can. Anything that might put an extra $100 or $500 or $1,000 in your pocket every single solitary month once this thing is up. Then go back through and find the top 1 or 2 and develop a plan to begin to execute these things. Second, look at all of your additional and present skills or current jobs or current things that you do and ask yourself, how can I take this thing and utilize the internet to make more money at it? Number 2, double your savings percentage. Whatever your savings percentage is right now, 10%, 20%, whatever it is, double it and make it automated. you are going to need more capital than you think you're going to need. And if this trend continues, where governments continue to infringe upon people's freedoms, a lot of people are going to make less money than they think. We've already seen that, where a vast amount of people have either lost their jobs or they're making significant less money than they used to. So if you can double your savings, you're going to put yourself in a position where you're going to have new capital for new investments, for new businesses, for new opportunities, and you're also just going to have the ability, the space, the freedom to not worry as much. This is something that almost nobody does because they say they will save once they get more money. What we need to do is save now and force ourselves to actually earn more money. So consider doubling your automated savings. Number 3, invest in commodities. This chart right here is the commodities chart. As you can see, it is incredibly undervalued. And as they continue to debase and kill all fiat currencies, the stuff that you can buy with fiat currencies is going to go up and up and up and up. I'm expecting the investments in commodities to be things that return largely 10x over the next decade. Number 4, invest in crypto. Right, I don't talk a lot about crypto on this channel. I think there's a lot of better channels that are more qualified to do it, but I have about a 6 to 7% allocation of my investment portfolio is in crypto. And I think it's important for a lot of reasons. I think there are some very bad cryptos. I think there's some great cryptos. And I think that the trend that governments and central banks, in order to have total control of the population, are going to be moving towards digital assets. And I think one of the only ways to hedge against this invasion of your freedoms and your privacies, as they put us all on the central bank currencies, is going to be through cryptocurrencies. And I expect the trend to continue for them to create and produce fantastic investment returns. Number 5, invest in silver and uranium. These are my 2 favorite places for investments right now. Now, to me, they are very attractive because the price of silver and the price of uranium, both of these are well over or at least around 50% from their all-time highs, while equities are soaring past all-time highs. Gold is close to all-time highs. Bitcoin is past all-time highs. Seems like everything, real estate, just like everything in the world is at all-time highs or past all-time highs. Yet we've got silver 50% from all-time highs. We have uranium far past that, and we have related equities, mining stock equities, juniors in silver and juniors in uranium, that are very, 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 very far from all-time highs. I believe out of everything in the investment world, I personally believe, my personal opinion is that silver junior stocks and uranium junior stocks present the highest asymmetrical risk to reward in the entire stock market, and I'm anticipating 10x returns on my investments in silver and my investments in uranium. And I love them because I know I'm not buying in a bubble of an all-time high. I'm buying something that is presently, historically undervalued. That's why I love uranium and silver. So this is Jake Ducey with jakeducey.com. And if you haven't yet, of course, let's add the most important element to this, which is savings, cash, or precious metals, or crypto, whatever your interest is, outside of the banking system. This is a physical allocation for me personally to gold and silver that is in bullion form, right? I have my investments that we discussed in silver junior mining equities. Our channel sponsor, of course, as I said, is Vizsla Resources, a silver stock. I have investments in uranium and many other commodities. But This to me is my insurance in the event of a total monetary reset. Whether there's a debt forgiveness, whether there's a financial cyber attack and power grid outage before they move everyone into a new currency system, whatever it is, I have money that is always historically been money, and in fact is the only legal tender according to the United States Constitution, although we know the government doesn't follow anything in the Constitution anyways. But what does it say? It says that gold and silver are legal tender. So to me, this is an investment. I don't say buy this stuff because it's going to go to $1 billion. I buy this stuff because it historically is money. It historically is savings. So I don't view this as my savings. I don't save a lot of this stuff. If I'm looking for purely savings and not investment, I work my way of building this stuff into this stuff or into silver bullion. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know what parts you agree with. Let me know your own personal strategy for ways to prepare for the currency reset that seems to be well underway. Make sure you hit the like button on this side right over there and this side right over there on this side to send this video out to more people and to help more and more people prepare for what I believe is coming down the pipeline. Give me a comment down below and let me know what you think. Subscribe and bell notification, and I will catch you next time.